Okay, so I promised I'll do a sketchbook tour, and here it is. I've finished my sketchbook, and it's become thick. And first of all, we can see here I started this at 3rd of January this year, and I finished it the 19th of March this year. And okay, I might have cuts in this video because a lot of these pages I did out of order because I have a lot of like unfinished sketches and then I just go back to complete them. So let's see how this is. So it doesn't start that good. The art improves later on. Like we have this first page which I redraw at the end, and look, it looks so much better. So it's gonna go through a journey. Okay, so here is the first page. So we got my main 4 OCs, the squad, Silver, Faye, Kai, and Celeste. And it's funny because it breaks the 4th wall, so it's like, oh my god, Celeste, look, the new sketchbook. And she's like, hey, what about the old one? So yeah, we just got that. So these drawings I did before I started my sketchbook, and my fine liners run out. So that's why I just outlined it in purple Ohu markers. This my OC Estelle, and I really like the purple, I like limited color palette spread, and I did a wax steel stamp here, so okay. And here's some more when my fine liners were not working and I needed new ones. My OC Celine, and her and Silver, who's one of my main characters when he's a baby because she's his mother. Here's the little mother drones to do because I love that animated Hindi series so much and I actually miss it. Here's my OC Estelle again, and with my OC Atlas when they were younger. And I really like it. My Posca obsession is in this sketchbook, my paint pen obsession. My Posca's running out. And I really like the shading I did on this one. And they are giving La La Land as I wrote here. Here's more Estelle and Atlas because I love them so much and I was writing them and I kept wanting to draw them. So here is Atlas and Sim Estelle. I really like this one turned into a digital drawing, and here's some hugging because of comfort. And here's Celeste and Faye. I made it with pink because it's giving Barbie vibe. And these are some doodles I did in class, which aren't that good, but it's cute. This is like supposed to be inspired by like Across the Spider-Verse, and like, you know, when they have all invisible or something, like they have sitting on the rooftop. So it's supposed to be Celeste and Kai, but it didn't really end up that well. I drew this at school, so maybe that's why. And Kai looks way too skinny here. Like his Silver, I try to make it like perspective, so I liked it at the time, but his face looks really baby now. But I love the red and blue color palette. I don't really like this page spread that much, but here was just me trying to figure out one of my characters' like hairstyles. And here's just some doodles of Kai and Celeste. I like the cardboard chippy stuff. Okay, so we have my OC Faye. This was just a doodle, it's not that neat, but I like the pose of this. Here's some more doodles of my OC Celeste, and I was just trying to speed run some pages. I like the pressed flowers though, they're really cute. Here's my OC Kai. I just did this doodle in the morning one day, and I think it's really cute with the Poscas. And I drew my Rose plushie and got Minion sticker, and we got Squaddle sticker. Here's a Shadow and Sonic one because I love Sonic 3 a lot. And I turned this drawing digital, so because I didn't really like how Shadow looked, because it looked a bit squished. This is an accurate representation of me. I mean, yeah, I got Batman sticker. Me and mangoes, I love mangoes. This is a doodle I want to do digitally of Silver and Faye, but I'm not sure yet because it's stayed in my appropriate pages. This is like one of the only drawings I have of this OC, but I'm gonna cut her out and merge her like personality and like some of the things she does, especially in an early story, with another character, because I think she wasn't as needed. And here's some doodles I did with Kai, Celeste, in class, and I like the washy face. Oh, I love this page. So this page I did of Silver and Faye, and it's like for Valentine's. And here's this little heart I did, like it's Danish heart, and then I put candy apples. And look, it's like a little dress, and he looks like a Roblox character, but I think this is really cute, and it's kind of a redraw of an old drawing of them, which I did digitally. Here's Atlas, because I was trying to make him look older, and like, so like the under eye things, like it looks different now in my recent digital art of him. But yeah, it was me trying to make him look older. Like, he looks really younger here, and he needs to look his age. So his is really pretty. I really like this one of Estelle with Oscars, and I really like how it turned out. Like, drawing on the back, those are actually cooler than I used to think. And I really like the blue, black, and white of this one. But he looks a bit too chippy here. I redid it digitally. And I don't like this page either because he still looks too chippy in a lot of these. These were without reference, I know, because it was at school. But yeah, like now he looks a lot. If my recent drawing of him, like this is my recent drawing of him like a few days ago, and the digital version of this makes him look even older. Like, this is not the same man, guys. This little teenage looking guy is not this adult man who looks so much better. Okay. Anyways, here's Estelle and Atlas again because the ship has consumed my mind and I love drawing and writing them. And I did string to this one and they're slow dancing, and this is when they're younger and it hurts so much because of the angst. And this is me because the Astro Girl era, and it is an outfit I like, and I really, this is a start of like adding like these star sequins to a lot of my pages in there because they're just, it made me, I was like, I have them and I've never stuck them on pages before. This is the dichotomy of Hanya's self-drawing. So this is me, and this is supposed to be some sort of representation of me, some bent art. These scratches look like grass because of the color I chose. And then you got the Mitski lyrics, but the concept was there, but I didn't like do it right. Miku, because the Vocaloid came back early January, like the Vocaloid phase, and I did the Miku Bean video. I drew her. I don't know why I put the boba sticker. Oh yeah, I did this, stuck this cardboard thing, and then so I could have a flappy, and I drew the main four as chibis. I need to do this digitally still. I want to do these chibis digital, but I find this page so cute. I forgot to zoom in on pages, but I love them. I don't like this. This is some random doodles I had when I had leftover watercolors from my palette, and then a line from one of the poems I've written. It's a bit cringe, but we roll with it. And then here's another drawing of me. You can see how happy I am because this was after I finished some midterm exam thing. And here's some doodles from the dentist, like waiting. And I love the blue and pink. And we got lots of stickers. We got Samuel, we got Kirby cut out. And I love him, got me. Okay. I did these near the end of my sketchbook, but I filled in the pages. Like you can see I stuck over all page, and this was an old sketch. So I had drawing requests, and one of them was to do a drawing in black and white because Hanya barely does monotone drawings. So yeah, I had to sprint his arm because I accidentally did it then, which was a mistake. But I had to do Atlas for the monotone one, and I actually really like how this went out. Instead of graphite, I decided to do it in a gouache and a bit of acrylic. I mixed. And I think for the short amount of time I did it, I like the pose. And then here's Atlas on the squad. I'm gonna redo this digitally because there are some mistakes in this, like such as face not leaning onto the shoulder, and Atlas I wanted to look a bit older. But I do like how this came out because it's a really rough sketch, and I think the shading and stuff, I just like it. I love found family, guys, so I have the day of found family and I love them so much, so I want to do it digitally. And here's a move. I did this toilet bowl Hanako Confinement, and it was because season 2 came and it's my favorite mangas ever, and I do struggle to draw Hanako. I don't know why, but I just dislike drawing them. Like I like drawing these two, but this sketch was there for some time, so honestly I kind of want to do a digital, like a new piece in my new sketchbook of them, because I don't think this fan art did it justice. Here's some video vent art from like one of the first few pieces in the sketchbook, and it's messy with highlighters, so I don't know what to say. It's a bit, this is one of the first pieces in the sketchbook. I don't really like it because the anatomy is not there with the eyes and stuff. But it's me and my best friend. soup for this. I will tag her. But yeah, it's us and the Astro Girl era. And I draw her again at the sketchbook, because I love her. And here's me and Kirby again. I love the blue and pink colour palette. Also like the purple with this. And I have some more cardboard cutouts from the box I have with like the Kirby's I got. Okay, here's Epic the musical fan art, because I listened to the whole musical like at the start of like all the songs at the start of this year, like shortly after it finished, like When Would You Fall in Love With Me Again was trending. I loved it so much. Like I literally listened and watched Unmarked and I think during Odysseus, especially like because he's an older character and he has facial hair more most people's versions, like I also enjoy different types of characters. Like I kind of cooked in this one. There's Atlas and Estelle again because I love them. This one's kind of like a different drawing, and I did this in one of the drawing my OC for Everyday for a Month challenge, and I did this in sparkly watercolor. I think no, this one's on sparkly watercolor. Never mind. But yeah, and I put Mitski lyrics again. Okay, this is quite near the end of my sketchbook. I drew these as well. But these were drawing requests from my followers. So first of all, we got little twin stars here. We have one of my closer mutuals OCs. We have cat and duck on a skateboard. We flipped this. We've got a little chicken post-it note from my brother. This is like chibi little twin stars. These are the Powerpuff Girls. I did the Powerpuff Girls version. My brother requested Grumpy there. Here's a worm, which I requested. My brother also requested Mothra. Here's one of my other close mutuals OCs. And this is another one of my close mutuals like OCs. I had so much fun with the watercolor palette. Like you can, and this was Cubby character. So this is me and Rika, Soup Brother, again. She drew this page in her sketchbook and I redrew it in my own style of us. And I liked adding the stamps. It was very fun. And the stars again. Here's some doodles of the main squad. So here's Celeste and Kai with the bulb. It was like a Pinterest picture we drew. But like, I did a really rough sketch and did the rest at school. So it's a bit goofy. Here's Faye and Silver with the telephone. And they're like, it's very cute. It's like, I love them, these four. Oh, okay. So there's Estelle sad. And it's the If Only the Maria lyrics. Even when I dream you are next to me, but I can't fall asleep. If only. Because there's an empty pillow next to her, guys. It's tragic. Here's Estelle and Atlas when they're younger again. And this is like sequins like snow and I find it very cute. Okay, so this was like the second last page I drew in the sketchbook because I went back. Because the original version I kind of like went over it. And I had a message with a friend and he said, why are you the queen of the Kirby's? And basically I had to prove a point and draw myself on a throne of Kirby's, obviously. And all the Kirby's I own and the Bandana Waddle I want to own, guys. Like, I love Kirby. Okay, and then here's Kirby right back at you. At you. Ta-da! As like a little flappy bit. Okay, yeah. And this is one of the first few pages I did. I don't know why I skipped so many pages. I accidentally went past so many pages and just stuck this on. And I don't like it. It was supposed to be like an experimentation. Like I got a coloring picture, I ripped it. And then some of the drawing was in it, some was not. Maybe it's too many of the complex details in this area. So I think I'll try type a page like this again in my new sketchbook, but I didn't like it in this. There's some Celeste doodles I did one morning before school. It's not the best anatomy wise. And yeah, I don't know. I think someone commented on one of these just ruined my look on this. Here's some simple poster-its. These are the poster-it random generator. Here's Celine again. I really like this page. I think like Greek mythology statues have some of the best poses. Here's Estelle. And here's some of the main squad. I really like this one actually. So that's even the back one was fake. I don't know what Kai was doing, but I like the poses. I think I should do some more in my new sketchbook with the pose generator because it's actually so fun. Oh, this is one of my favorite sketchbook pages. Hold up. And it's me. Somehow one of the best drawings is me. I normally don't like drawings of myself. Like they only end up being one of the worst drawings I draw. But it was a redraw of a silly photo I took for my art class, which I didn't end up using. And I did a little paper cleaner thing for the telephone wire and these foam letters I had. And I'm like, okay. And I really like the colours of this one. I'm just gonna, okay, I really like this one. I'm just really happy. And then here's some mouth-washing fan art I did while I was watching Korea's Kenshin play. And Anya, I feel so bad. And then I really wanted to draw Cully like after the plane crash, so I drew him as well. I should have drawn Daisuke because he is my favourite with Anya, but you know. Here's an art trade I did with Raika Soup for this. And we did some art trades in the sketchbook with sketchbook says, and I drew Hosea's, Mars and Kentaro. And it made me do watercolour because I was like, I haven't really done that much watercolour in the sketchbook. So here, the spirit of a firecracker. And I really like the red and blue. Like, I also did the line art in marker, so softer line art, and I'm really happy with this one. Here's some just characters I rarely draw. It's just some bad drawings of them. I'm not even sure I'll keep all of them. But yeah, it's bad. Oh, I really like this one. Fun fact, the most popular video on this channel has this drawing, which is a short this drawing, and this is one of my favorites in the sketchbook as well. It's Celeste and Faye, and it's a redraw of an old page from 2022, and I think I improved, and I genuinely like how they look more full of life in this one. And I do the Poscas and more like it's so cute. I actually like this so much. Here's another collab with Raika Soup Bodice, and we basically did matching sketchbook spreads where she was a doctor, I was the lovesick patient, and it was based on Blood on the Bee song Doctor, which is a beautiful song by the way. You should check Blood on the Bee out, this so underrated music artist. And I think it's also Valentine's Day, so like Broken Heart Syndrome. She's got the pink colour palette as the broken hearted patient. I've got blue. And I have my pressed flowers. We got Forget Me Not, which are blue. Then we've got Baby's Breath. I don't know what this one is. And we got little heart stickers, and we got the matching washi tape. Like, come on, I went out. And this has got clean line art. Look, we straight away go on to another collab with Raika. This is another art trade. I was so honoured to draw her beautiful characters, Winter and Boris. And I love doing the all blue, and it also, it's just so sparkly. Like, look. I was gonna say they have sparkly watercolors, but you won't be able to see it. But it is sparkly watercolor background, but you can't really see it in this camera. But I'm really happy with it. Like, this page is one of my favorites. Like, I love them so much. Okay, this is a doodle page with Kai and a bit of silver. I like this one with the Sonic and Shadow backpacks. I wanted to do it digitally at pickup, but bro's hitting the Spider-Man pole. Oh, this is my favorite picture drawings. It's Kai, and I really like. It's like him with his powers, and it's just like I don't know. I just like it, and it's got the Everything Stays Adventure Time lyrics, and I like the combination, like mixed media with watercolor, color, and pencil and post. But like then with this, I don't know. I just really like the blue and yellow and oranges. I'm really happy with this one. Okay, here's my OCs, Pansy and Orchid. I barely draw them because they're like really side characters. But there's a Kirikoro piece stamp, but I just did doodles of them. They've got the wicked colours. Here's another Estelle one because she's so pretty. And it was a watercolour, and I really like this one. I used Ferrero Rocher chocolate wrappers, if you know the chocolate, for like her, I forgot what they're called, in her hair. And like some of the other stuff. And I think it was really, I don't know, I was really proud of it. I got more of the Maria's lyrics because it's literally her. Okay, here's a doodle page of me. I redraw like this one, kinda, later on. So let me explain these doodles of me. So we've got me. I was messing around with purple eyeliner before the shower, so I even drew these little stars around my eyes, so I did that. Redraw of a picture I had, which I redrew in the sketchbook. Redraw of a mirror selfie. Just me. Me as the creature. I love my American best friend, I said to Soup Goddess / Riker again. Me, a drawing request to draw me as a rope Jerry. Me with a knife because I live in the UK, British guy. Here's some doodles of me in outfits, and also me with my astral, like my coloured nails, my blue, purple and pink nails. And oh, okay, that eyeliner look I was talking about with like it had blue, pink, purple eyeshadow like mixed, and then with my purple eyeliner, like I did that into a drawing, and then I just kind of I used sparkly watercolor. You can't. I feel like the sparkles just go over time because I can barely see the sparkles. But like, yeah, here's some Dawn to Dawn fan art. I don't really like it. My markers have been running out, as you can tell. So I really like the anime though. I think it's got one of like a really good female character, like which I don't see as much in shonen anime. There's another art trade I did with Super Wallace and I didn't like art. I had pretty much an art block when I did this, and I know one asked me why the telescope should be a bit more hair. But I like Kawajukyo in this one, and I think I like the sakura stickers. It's not the best, but I don't like it compared to the others. But okay, this is funny. She's everything. He's just cute. Okay, here's Atlas. I had to cover up the marker stamps from the last page, so I did it in pens, off the pens, and the headlock lyrics. I don't know, I already like this. Like, even I got comments saying zombie Atlas. I already like the color palette of this one, so funky. There's doodles I did of Celeste at school, and I don't really like them. Like, there's an anime-wise, no. But I like the colors. The colors kind of saved it. Well, this is one of my favorites in this sketchbook. I was doing these two in one of my videos on my hair. This is a watercolor I did of Faye, and I even did pressed flowers of it. And I really like adding pressed flowers to my sketchbook. It's actually so fun. I just like pressed flowers in general. Here's my OC, which I don't draw enough. It's Rosaline and Brea. They are twins. And I actually have a pressed rose because that's the flower which they are commonly associated with in my story. Here's me. Yeah, I redrew that one with my nails and the outfit, and then here's me with one of my other outfits. And I had these little foam things. I don't know. I like drawing. Sometimes drawing myself just makes me feel better about myself. And then one of my friends, they were in their miraculous phase again, so they really begged me to draw like a fan of them, and they were really happy when they saw it, so that made me happy too. I have not drawn miraculous for so long, like ever since like 7th grade. But never mind, I did a fan art like 2 years ago, never mind. Okay, so here's the Mori fan art because I saw an anime which inspired me, and it's a flappy page, so so sad. Sunny, look behind you. Okay, yeah. But yeah. Oh my god, Ben. Here's one of the last pages I did. I drew the main 4. And because I did a split page like this in my last sketchbook before this, it was in Ohuhu markers, not coloring pencils. And wow, the faces did change a bit. This is some splatter page I did. I was watching Squid Game while doing this, so I was really distracted. And yeah, I think if the splat was lighter, it would have been able to like make Atlas stand out more. Like, let me close it up. And he looks really sad here for some reason, but I think it's alright. Here's another one of me. I look like such a person who loves himself so much, which is not true. It's because of how much I draw myself, but it's sometimes fun to draw outfits. I pressed cherry blossoms because it's cherry blossom season and it's my favourite. And then here's one of my outfits. I think my face looks a bit uncanny here, but we're here's a picture redraw, and then here's a little chibi me with the little fake, I don't know how to pronounce it, with the lyrics. Okay, one of my drawing requests, which is actually pure absolute cinema, is pure amazing, like, is to do a Roblox face and dedicate a whole page to it. I suddenly got purple here, but it's beautiful, guys. You know what? My favorite page is this one. So I had another drawing request was to do a window page, and it was a struggle. Okay, it's one of my favorite pages in here. Like, look at his atlas. And the window page, because first of all, I had to cut it with the craft knife, and I really struggle to cut things. I don't know if it's because I'm left-handed, or I just struggle like with neat stuff in general. And then it gets too weak, so you have to cut another side to the frame, so you can put the plastic in between and have the frame like 2 sides, so 1, 2. And yeah, it was a struggle, and also put marker on like the plastic thing. I just use like a plastic wallet bio thing, a Polly Pocket for like the window, if you wanna know. I wanna do another type of these pages, but maybe not in this type of shape in my new sketchbook. Here's Atlas. I think the black and white like really made it look good with the window. I don't know, it looks so dramatic, like he's reaching out to the window. Okay, oh, Squid Game. So I finally watched all of Squid Game like last week or something, I don't know. And yeah, here's some drawings based on it. It looks very different from what my visual art, which my brother also commented. It's probably because it was referencing real life people. I don't really do. Also, it's kind of helping me draw like wrinkles, but like especially on this screen cap we draw the meme, even though Gian looks more like Thanos. The Thanos one is so funny to me. His expressions are so fun to draw. It's some album cover redraws. I want to redraw more because there's some albums I wanted to draw, but I was a bit scared to draw, especially in the markers like Sparkle Muffin or and it was a lot more this album as well. And yeah, I like my favorite ones here. I really like the Mitski album redraw, and probably I don't know. I really like the coloring on the Momose's one and the Maria's one. I don't know. I don't think I did this justice. I think this would be fun to do digitally. So I got scratch art. So someone gave us like some Ramadan like gift hamper, and it had these little like scratch art things, and I was just like, this is reliving memories from like primary school. So I literally stuck it in my sketchbook. I literally just did a really simple basic drawing of Celeste, but it was so fun. It was like with the rainbow background. I actually had so much fun doing it. And we have the kaleidoscope lyrics because of rainbow. And then here's some drawing request, your all season Squid Game. We have Atlas going, I played these games before, and then before and after the war. And here's the soldiers. And yeah, okay, names aside, that quote actually like suits him. Like I have seen like the events happening in the story happen before. Okay, so here's some characters first of all. So I drew. We have Rosalina. I'm actually really happy with the Rosalina drawing. Like the colors, my queen, my Rosalina. And then here's Eve. These are just random doodle jumps. There's Ponyo's mom. There's from Ponyo, Luna. I'm not drawing ponies again. Generally, why did I even attempt to draw a pony? What is wrong with me? My other half. And here's Blaze. Okay, next page. Don't judge. I have other hear me outs I did not put on this page. But I got requested to draw my hear me outs, and first of all, let me go through each one. We have Link from Zelda. It is embarrassing to know how many Link fan arts I have saved on Pinterest. We have Mint Choco Cookie. Like, look at him. We have, I don't know what his name is, Captain Barnacles from Octonauts. I think it's a British so I don't know. We have Roy Forger from Spike's Family. Like, come on, like, guys. We got Shadow. We got Spider-Man Noir. There is a lot more I could have added. I didn't add Puss in Boots because I don't think I can draw him properly. And the last page, we got the redraw of the first page in my sketchbook. So let's go back to that one. Is this? And after 2 months, we got this. So okay, I think anatomy wise, we can see the improvement, and also they become less chibi, and the face syndrome, like the faces look more different. Also the coloring, because my markers were running out, the colors was a lot dull in the old one. And also the stickers, like the stickers made so much of a difference. But she finished the sketchbook. Didn't you really draw this? Yeah, silver light. Okay, that's the end of my sketchbook tour. I'm really happy. This is the first time I've finished a sketchbook in a while, and look how thick it is. And I'm so happy to have got my drawing motivation again after my GCSE exams, which are actually hell. And even if I got good grades, it killed my drawing motivation for such a long time. But I'm really happy I finally have a sketchbook that I finished, and I'm on the next one now. I'm actually on the next one. Like, here's the new one, and it's the same size as sketchbook because it was a pack of 4. And I'm basically I've started this sketchbook. So if you actually, why is it? But did my pen leak? Okay, my pen leaked. Oh my god, it leaked on the... Okay. Oh, I'll tell you up after. So if you actually watch this, I think there's gonna be like the 5% actually watching to the end. But thank you. I hope I will be posting more sketchbook stuff, and when I do finish my other sketchbook. And thank you for looking through my sketchbook and listening to my ramble. So,